Hi there, my name is Boaz David. I'm the founder of Human Bee, a design, development and production company for the fashion industry. Today I wanted to talk about relationships, and more specifically about relationships between a brand, a designer, and the suppliers, factories, the vendors, the manufacturers. We're seeing now during this pandemic situation how big brands are not honoring orders with factories, and what a mess that is, and the anxiety and the bad that it puts in the world. I've been working with factories and suppliers for 25 years, and I can tell you this, from day one, from the first day that I stepped into a factory, I've realized that the only way that I'll be able to build relationship and work with factories is if I'm going to respect them, I'm going to treat them as my partners, and I'm going to communicate with them clearly. And from experience, I can tell you this, throughout these 25 years, these three things served me very, very well. I never had an issue with that. Now, don't get me wrong. There are people out there, there are vendors out there who are just looking to negotiate and looking to push for another dime. Here's the thing, you don't need to work with these people. You can say, thank you very much, I'm gonna go somewhere else, and that's what I did. When I realized that I'm hitting a wall on that end, I'm respecting someone and they just completely ignoring this, then I took my business somewhere else. So, these three principles, how they came to work when I work with factories, is I never nickeled and dimed them. It was always about, hey, this is what I need to pay, and this is why I need to pay it, so they can understand where I come from, so they can understand I'm not there just to push them. And also always understanding from my perspective where they come from. I think that one of the things that happens is that we tend to forget that the business there, the factory owner, has bills to pay, has mouths to feed. They have responsibilities. So when you think about that and you honor that, they'll respond differently. Second thing is, I always paid on time. As a business owner, I can tell you, and you probably will relate to it, that when you know that you can trust your customer to pay you on time and honor the terms that they promised, then you'll be willing to do stuff for them. So you will do extra for them because they are going to pay you on time, and you need that. That security is something that's very important for a factory. Factories are paying salaries weekly. So for them to know that if they deliver an order, they're going to get paid on time is taking a lot of pressure away from them. I always thank them. Always thanked factory. Always thank them for the work that they did. I always give them compliments when these are needed. I always paid attention when they did something. I basically, and everybody here in my team do the same thing. It's how we do. We recognize when a factory is doing something for us. And we make them understand that we recognize this, that we appreciate that. See, everybody in the world wants to be appreciated. That's really what it comes down to. So when someone feels that, they automatically want to, do something back to you. I never pushed them. It was never about, hey, let me just push you to push. It was more about, this is what I need. So even if we didn't understand that, even if we were not on the same page, I would come and say, okay, let's figure out a way where we can both win. And there's always a win-win situation there. There's always something there. You give a little bit, they give a little bit, you meet in the middle, everybody happy. And I think that at the end of the day is something that really you should keep in mind, because there's only so much that you can, bend a branch. You'll bend it, you'll bend it, you'll bend it, it will break. Eventually it will break. And if it's a big solid a branch on a tree, then there might some other things that collapse with this, and it might fall on your head. So you're gonna get hurt, it's part of it breaking as well. So always think about that. Always think of how I can make them win. Be honest with them. Communicate clearly with them. Pay on time. Honor your terms and what you promised them. And generally, and that's really what it all comes down to, always do good business and always put people first. Because the reality is, there's no other way to do things. So hopefully you can take some of these and apply them to your business, build great relationship with your factories, and grow your business. I'll see you soon.